Hi there, today we're playing a little bit more of a gimmicky deck, a little bit more of a my creation deck, which means that it's gonna be terrible, which is based mostly on we're gonna try to control the board, spam the board in the first 3-4 turns, and then transition to cards like Hungry Tyrannosaur to actually win the game. Now, a little bit more about the deck, because that explanation was probably not enough. The main idea is that we're always gonna dominate the board in the first 2 turns because we have Fervent Follower, a card which I think is severely underplayed, and you have Ectender, so you're always gonna have pressure on the first couple of turns. We have Fervent Mycologist for like the perfect aggressive opener, and then we go to standard live blood protecting cards like Bloom, Send the Prey, Sleepy Druid, so we can buff up the board and it's gonna become better. We run the Wolf package with cards like Territorial Pack, we run Panicked Refugee, and then we transition to live blood mid game with cards like Harbinger of Power, Zealot of the Hunt. Yeah, you kind of see what the deck is about. What is Face Tide doing in this entire deck? And the answer is pretty simple. Pretty much nothing. I just wanted to add Fervent Follower in the deck. So yeah. Chronicle of the One can be interesting sometimes, maybe. Backhand is a good card to control the board early on. Balance Blade can be cheesy and funny. And Out of Line is a card which I think is super close to be good. I don't think that that is the best deck to utilize it, but I wanted to play the card. And I also love the artwork, so yeah. In this video though, because the deck is pretty straightforward, I would like for us to have a little bit more of a, hang around, conversation type of stuff. Because this week we're not gonna have a patch, so there's not too much new things which we're gonna take a look at. It's confirmed that next week we're gonna have a patch, but let's hype it up a little bit and say that it's gonna be a big one, like the pre-course to like the main dish, which is gonna be beta. Also, I used to be a cook, if you couldn't tell by that comparison. So yeah, let's get into it. What are we playing up against? Okay, this is the idea. We keep turn 1 you, turn. Let's do this. There is no way for him to shift the timeline for 1 mana, so start here. So what am I scared of right now? Headbanging is a scary card for the most part, but also, by the way, we have confirmation that the dev team is working on changing how animations are lining up when they need to resolve. Because right now you have one animation, it finishes, another animation starts. I think their idea is that, it's not in queue. So there is not like, kind of like slowing down. Because I had a game where I was playing a combo deck where I had to play a bunch of cards in 1 turn, and at some point it was taking like 3 to 4 seconds for the game to register. Why? Explain to me why. Yeah, let's not do this. Why are you stopping my monologue? That was so rude. Anyways, why would you do that? That was rude. Anyways, I'm speaking. Okay, what do? We pass, then next turn we're gonna first develop Ectender because we do have... Yeah, let's start Ectender first because I want to see if we can go for Territorial Pack. But yeah, it's confirmed that animations are gonna be sped up a little bit, which is gonna make my editing life so much easier, to be honest. Poof. Poof. Also, they kinda said that they plan on releasing on Steam earlier than expected. I'm not sure what does this mean. Ooh, do I just pass? I mean, he is not immortalizing the robot this quickly though. And my, what's her name? A Boof, Lonely and Proud is gonna immortalize. We're gonna create a board which he has to respect. Tyrannosaur. Might be good to deal with Rogue Amalgam. I'm not sure what's he doing exactly, by the way. I have no idea what am I playing up against. That's like the tricky part of playing against these devs, because they play like obsolete decks, which I have no idea how to deal with. But you know, we're gonna ignore that for now. This and a Sleepy Druid. There is a limit to how many rapid iterations you have. What's the worst thing which can happen? How many stuff can he discard? I mean, there is aggressive recycling, obviously, but... Okay, he goes in. Block. Block. What can you do? There is... nothing I can really think of right now. Block, he plays rapid iteration. I have Sleepy Druid then for free, which is gonna... Okay, fine. I bite, right? Meh. What's the worst thing which can happen? Pass. So I still have my Sleepy Druid answer. Also, I actually ordered a microphone, which I hope is also gonna make the audio level, you know, the audio of the videos better. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I mean, he's gonna draw more, who cares? Do this. Immortalize him. I mean, him immortalizing doesn't really do anything, but hey. That seems like a very promisingly looking open attack. Why didn't play my Fervent Mycologist, by the way? That was dumb. Ignore that. Anyways, everything immortalizes, it's fine. Everything is fine. He immortalizes, I don't care. Now... Poof, 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 poof. Seems good to me. How much? Yeah, no. Shift to Deadly Fauna. How much damage are we representing? I should have played Mycologist last turn. That was really dumb from me. Right. He goes to 6 with us having pretty much no way to burn him. Which kinda sucks a little bit, but it's fine. What are you playing exactly? What are you doing? Why are you immortalizing? What's happening? Brother, calm down. What are your keywords, brother? Ziff. This kinda sucks a little bit. I can kill him. The problem is not killing him. I can kill him. It's fine. Actually, it's super fine. Let's do... Actually, no. Let's not do this. I wanna... How do I? Anyways, it's fine. We're gonna... Decay Ectender. Kill that. Also, tournaments might happen soon, which is another thing which I'm super excited about. Sure. Ooh, another Deadly Fauna. Super good top deck. Super good top deck because it allows for a really good open attack next turn. As long as he doesn't play Send the Prey, I guess. But even if he does, like, I don't really care. If I pass, what happens? Don't I just kind of win? I mean, I can priority pass here, kill the Retriever, let's see what he does. That should be Elo in his hand, for sure. Oh, he allows me to end round here. I mean, I open attack next turn. Probably winning, but... You know what? Let's do that. How bad can it really get with him having 4 mana? He also has Frontline Fellowship, which is another problem, which I have to consider. But yeah, we're gonna think about this one later. What's this? Oh, fuck yeah. Brother! Frontline Fellowship happens. What is Frontline Fellowship even hitting? It's gonna hit basically the more important units. Pass might work. What are your keywords, brother? Cleave and some general who cares about stuff. If I block you, you have evasive or something? Oh, he has evasive. Anyways, it's fine. Nobody cares about that. Literally nobody cares about that. Man, how I hate Frontline Fellowship as a card. This is not good. Man, that's an interesting one. Zealot is good. By the way, I love the new artwork, but that being said, I need to actually be aggressive here and just force out the frontline fellowships. Shift to Deadly Fauna, do this. And now, we can do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. A bit annoying because of frontline fellowship. Might not even attack the terraformer actually. Why am I attacking the terraformer? There is literally no reason in hell for me to attack the terraformer at all. How much damage is that? A lot. To play Frontline Fellowship or not to play it, that's the question. I mean, even with Frontline Fellowship, I still think you're kinda dead though. Also, unironically, this card would be pretty good in this situation because it can slow him down. I still have no idea what he's playing. I guess that's like a Ziff based deck, like trying to give him like all the keywords in the game, but like, I don't like him that much as a card, to be honest. You're dead. Just admit it. You're dead. Super dead. Mega dead. Hyper ultra mega giga dead. Okay, now, if he shifts the timeline, how can he shift the timeline? I mean, Send the Prey though. He can go Send the Prey over my Send the Prey and go for Abundant Growth. That's something which he can do, which would be kind of annoying, but he doesn't have it. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. By the way, while we're here, I want to show you something, because this probably is going to be the only moment in my life when I'm going to be so high in the rankings. So let me show you something. Where are the packs shop rewards? Shop packs. Never mind. I can't find the leaderboard, which is sad. I was number 1 from like 15 people, but who cares about the number? I was number 1. Okay. We're playing against the same deck, which I know a little bit more what is all about. This hand is atrocious. No. Arguably, yes. Okay, Sleepy Druid kinda solves the hand a little bit, but it's still very bricked. No 2-drop, no Fervent Mycologist, no Desire in my body for living. Get out there. Can you kill him somehow? Headbanging? But like, if I don't play him turn 1, he's useless afterwards. Okay, he doesn't have it. Okay. We are doing good stuff. Get in there, brother. I guess you can bloom and block, but that's ridiculous. Yeah. Sure. Mycologist, better late than never, I suppose. What is that? Retriever is fine. I don't care. Let's play Tender. Bah. Anyway, skip log. Mycologist. Water. Okay. Okay, there is the annoying nanobot. What's your name? Fish and Scrabbot Elo, yep. And today I learned that these guys they actually have a name. I think it was Marvin. That was kind of fun. Anyways, can we do anything? Not really. This kind of sucks. Elo is gonna be a massive problem, by the way. Very soon. But, first of all, play Sleepy Druid, so we can soon challenge the Elo. I mean, Sleepy Druid should immortalize relatively quickly. Nah, this is kind of scammy. Anyways, I have to use Sleepy Druid's effect this turn because I want her to immortalize so we can actually start killing the Elos, because they are definitely a problem right now. What do? We can Send the Prey. Send the Prey is gonna allow me to kill a lot of stuff. but it's gonna leave me vulnerable to all types of removal. Doesn't sound great. So we're gonna change the plan to playing another mycologist. Not allowing this. Time for you to attack, get in there. They immortalize, not that it really matters, but... Okay. Sleepy Druid immortalizes quickly, which means that the moment I get initiative, I'm trying to kill this guy. Like, he needs to die before he immortalizes, or he's gonna attack me. Why would you do that? Okay. It's fine though. You block here. Let's start there. The buff needs to die though. So where are you? You block here. You block here. You block here. I think it's fine. Is there any way for him to really do anything? Probably. Maybe. Oh, there's a Font of Nature, but why would he? I'm just gonna open attack next turn though. I'm just gonna play around it. Yeah, it's kind of fine block. Let's see what happens here. Everything dies. I don't want him to... Let's do... An Agent Flourishes. Yeah, let's do this. What are you going to play? I have sent the Prey. Yeah, I was expecting this one. It doesn't change much though. Enter shift to Deadly Fauna. May as well. We have the blooms, we have the Send the Prey in the back. I'm definitely open attacking, so I'm not getting destroyed by a Font of Nature, which might not be even playable next turn dump card. Anyways, it's fine. I'm gonna protect my guy. Okay. Let's go. I think. It should be a let's go moment, but let's wait. Let's wait. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Poof, 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 poof. Did I use her effect last turn? Did I forget? Anyways, everybody get in there. What was the Hearthstone line? Green Patron, I think was the name of the card. Everyone, get in here. Everyone, get in here! The voice line is still stuck in my head, even though I haven't even played it, at the time. Okay, you go to 4. What also would be really good is if I go for this and an Agent Flourishes. Basically, let's do... Sure. That's gonna push a little bit more damage. I mean, he's buying time, but he's not really doing anything to win the game. Also, this video might give you the impression that the deck is good. It's not. Try it at your own risk. We're just playing against another meme deck for the most part. Okay. We're pushing damage though. End round. Not a fan. We can play Chronicles to get that. Never mind. We can't do that. Let's do this. Just so I can use my mana. There is my Font of Nature, which is probably not gonna work, but in case he plays Rogue Amalgam, I'm playing a Font of Nature immediately. Time stop is annoying. I see Rejuvenate. And what? Other keywords, I mean, it's fine. Even if he time stops it, he's not gonna do anything else this turn, which is fine. Ooh, I love this little glowy effect around the actions. This is new though. Ooh. Okay, that's super cool. Time stop is not super cool, but the effect itself is super cool. But why do you have time stop though? Anyways, let's resolve it. You can't attack. I can... An Agent Flourishes. Yes, of course, why not? And round and time for an open attack.
Everyone, get in here!
Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. But anyways, everyone, get in here. That should be GG. No way you can survive that. No way. Right? Huh? You play cookies. Cute. But anyways, goodbye.
Pile on!
Okay, so about changes and about the whole doing an outro thing. I mean, the deck is kind of a mishmash of a bunch of things itself. So like, I don't know. I'm gonna allow it to yourself. You know, I'm gonna allow you to cook because I think you can go a little bit more on the Sprout package. Then Bambi makes sense. Moch is in the deck simply because I hate cookies and I don't want my stuff to get cookied. You know, you can go heavier on the Sprout package, but then the deck changes completely. And my whole idea with this deck is the Fervent Follower Actender combo and how much pressure it can do on the first couple turns. And if you go Sprout, there are much better Sprout lists, much better Syndicate combinations, so I wouldn't do that. I don't know what I would do, but maybe Rumbus, maybe not, maybe Terso Rider. Actually, there's no 4-drops in that list at all, so Rider is an actual, unironically decent idea. Non-lethal special forces, if there are like a bunch of board-centered decks in the meta. Focused adaptation, no, you're an aggro deck. I don't know what I'm saying that. Strength in the groove, but Sprout decks are using it better. I actually have an aggro Sprout deck which uses it much better. So yeah, maybe that's gonna be the next one, which I'm gonna make a video about. Maybe not. Don't quote me on that. Unstoppable Growth is an amazing card, but you're the aggro, so they should never be allowed to go wide. So it kinda doesn't make too much sense. Zealot of the Hunt is just a good card. Always, no matter what, so Pretty much that's gonna be for this video. If you got to this point, you may as well leave a comment. Say what you think about the game, what you'd love to see the game look like for beta, stuff which you've seen that needs improvement or changes, or what you like. And yeah, I am super excited for next week's patch. Let's hope it's gonna bring some more news about beta and when we can expect it, but till then, bye from me.